with continuing flights to EPCOT.
Welcome to the vlog. Today we're heading to EPCOT for the Food and Wine Festival. You can hear Eat to the Beat is going on, and they have all the Disney 100 stuff out and about on the parks. Decor. And one of my favorite things about visiting this time of year is all of the different kiosks that are in the pavilions around the World Showcase. You can get a lot of different varieties of food and try some really delicious appetizers. So I definitely started out my day at Canada. So dinner is still a couple hours away, so I stopped past the Canadian pavilion to grab this cheddar and bacon soup, and it comes with a pretzel roll. It's actually perfect for dipping. I grabbed a spoon too, but you just dip it in and it's kind of like cheese sauce with bacon in it. When you stop by the Food and Wine Festival, make sure you pick up one of these handy booklets which shows where all of the different kiosks are and shows a variety of the food and drinks that you can try around the World Showcase. So I always like picking these up at my first stop, and they are a great guide to have with you. So then I headed over to the new Moana area, Journey of Water, for a preview. This area features a number of interactive water areas that you can actually play with the water and learn more about the water cycle and how water interacts with the earth. So this was actually a really fun area. I very much enjoyed this area. It was really neat to see it during this Passholder preview time. And there's lots of hidden things throughout the rocks. You can watch for the characters. You can see Te Fiti is hidden there in the rocks. And there are a number of areas where you can opt to get wet and play with the water and encourage the water to do different activities. And it's just a really beautiful area. I also highly recommend going at dusk. So I ended up there right at dusk. It had just cleared off a little bit of sprinkle and rain, so I got to see a rainbow. And it was so beautiful as the lights started turning on. It was just such a neat area to be in. So I highly recommend, if you haven't seen this area yet, consider going at dusk. So you can see that the pathways are divided. There's a wet path and a dry path, and I just really love this rainbow that I saw when I was in the area. I thought it was perfect. So you can see that this is just an incredibly interactive area, and I absolutely loved it as all of the lights started coming on around EPCOT.
You know what I mean?
Really neat area. I can't wait for the kids to see this. It was a lot of fun. I actually stayed a lot longer than I thought I was going to. I ended up being in there, let's see. I was just gonna pop in here and then go into Soarin', and I ended up being in there for almost an hour. Oh, I'm actually almost late to my dining reservation. I gotta go. I was there for over 45 minutes for sure. After I spent some time in Journey of Water, I had to head over to the Mexico Pavilion because I was having dinner at La Hacienda San Angel, and this is the first time I'd actually tried this reservation. I was screening it to see if it was something that I wanted to bring back everyone to whenever we come as a family, and I love Mexican food, so this was a really great meal. I really liked the shrimp tacos that I ended up getting, and definitely someplace I would eat again. So I have never tried the La Cava avocado, so I have to try that. Everyone always talks about that. And then there's tons of things that I like to eat on here. My food came out so quick. So I got the shrimp tacos. It came with a side of rice. And then I had to try the La Cava avocado margarita. I'm not a huge margarita person, but everyone talks about this, and I do like avocados, so we're gonna give this a go and see what I think about that. So in the end, my dislike of margaritas ended up winning out over my like of avocados, and I didn't prefer the drink, but I could see if you liked margaritas where it would be really, really great. So after dinner, I headed over to the Land Pavilion to go ahead and ride Soarin' at this point, which is one of my favorite rides. I'm headed over to Soarin'. It's actually the first ride that I'm riding on the trip. And right now it's actually switched until December to Soarin' over California, which I got to see the first time, or when I was in Disneyland. I got to do it at California Adventure, but it'll be neat to be able to do it here. After I got out of Soarin', I basically walked outside and the fireworks had just started, so I was able to catch the beginning of EPCOT Forever. This is a really fun fireworks show that's going to be running through December, so I was glad to catch it a couple times on this trip to see it a few more times before it changes over to the next show that'll be featured at EPCOT. There's some really great fireworks in this one, some fun music, and it's just a really fun way to end your evening with a beautiful fireworks show. And since I was staying at Pop Century, this was actually super convenient to be at EPCOT at the end of the night because I could just walk over to the International Gateway and then head over to the Skyliner. So this was a great way to kind of watch the fireworks as I made my way around the showcase to get to the exit.